Breaking news, Zach Lavine is out with a surgery for the rest of the season. We're going to talk about that, talk a little bit about Chris Paul, his retirement, the unfortunate nature of how he is basically just being forced out at this point. We're also going to talk a little bit about Anthony Edwards confirming he's got a burner account. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to thumbs up and subscribe here to the Basketball Bulletin, where Trevor Lane and I keep you guys informed with all the information around the NBA. Make sure you do subscribe, as 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. My name is Donnie Freeman. Let's go ahead and get into it. I did all that very much out of order. Anyway, breaking, Zach Lavine will undergo season-ending surgery on his right hand after the All-Star break, league sources tell me. He averaged 19 points, shot 48 from the field, and 39 from beyond the arc, per Chris Haynes earlier today. So with this, I mean, on the topic, obviously, hopefully this goes well for Zach. He gets healthy, all that stuff. You never want to see these guys have to get surgery or be out for any extended period of time, etc. As far as I was able to tell, Sacramento first mostly started listing that about a week ago, something of that nature, with him dealing with a hand injury here. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm very, very pessimistic now because the Jazz and some other teams down here with their shenanigans in the tank race have been burning me. This is a very, very good draft. But look, Sacramento, regardless of Zach Lavine, has lost 14 straight games. So, like, they could keep all their – maybe I should be pessimistic. They could play all their dudes and still lose all these games and not care, right? It just is what it is. So, ultimately, though, like I said, I am pessimistic just a little bit about that. Not that he's not hurt, but just on the timing of it all. But overall, again, like I said, hopefully he does get healthy. What does this mean for Sacramento? Like I said, they're currently at the bottom of the standings, and Sacramento is one of those teams that could really, really, really benefit from getting a high pick and a stacked draft. And if they wind up where they are now, towards the bottom, with the flattened lottery odds, the lowest they could fall in the standings with a poor lottery is 5. And the good news is there's 5 really good players in this draft. I think certainly at least 3 that are going to be ones that could potentially change a franchise for you. Sacramento would love to land on that top pick, which I simmed a couple lotteries, and they wind up in that first spot a good bit of time, taking Darren Peterson. Supposedly, they may or may not take him. This is just a sim lottery on Tankathon. Let me go ahead and sim it again. They wound up 1 again. Like that's kind of how this is looking. Like Atlanta is in here. Washington's in here. Indiana's in there. Like there's so many teams in here that are trying to, like Sacramento gets number 2. They'd be happy taking AJ DeBonsta right there. Like there's so many teams that are trying. They got number 1 again. Like you see, so like I don't think this is really much of a problem for them because again, they are already losing, but that is a undertone for the rest of the season. And so my point with that is that I wouldn't be surprised if they try to get rid of or shut down some of the other veterans on this team and start leaning more into some of the other younger players, giving them as much burn as possible, letting them develop, etc. Because that's what all the teams that are competing in this draft race are doing anyway, right? So Sacramento, again, they kind of don't have to, but they probably should, right? Looking at New Orleans, they're 5-5. You just don't want that. You don't want to get 5 wins at this point. It is unfortunate. That's just where we're at with this stuff in the NBA. But on Zach Lavine, I am actually really excited about the fact that he should be back fully healthy and hopefully be on the market next season to get out of Sacramento. I think that'd probably be what's best for him and for everybody else involved there. He will obviously pick up his player option of $49 million next year at 31 years old, obviously picking that up. But at that point, we know Sacramento tried to trade him and, frankly, all their older guys this trade deadline. At that point, though, he would at least be a $48 million, $49 million expiring that a team could try to trade for if they can take that in and things like that. So ultimately, I think this is the year that he winds up getting moved again. If it is able to materialize for him, that could be pretty good as well. And then following that at 32, best case scenario, he plays through the 31-year season healthy. And then at 32, re-ups with a team that wants him and his talents long-term.
Ever hear the Sleeper app? Here's a little secret. It's more than just a platform for season-long fantasy leagues. This year, millions of users enjoyed playing fantasy sports on Sleeper, but the app offers so much more. Live stats, real-time updates, and visualizations on all stats. A news feed, so important for me. You can get lightning-fast updates on your favorite players and teams. A real-time chat to allow you to engage with other users about individual plays and performances during the NFL and NBA seasons. So download the #1 sports app today. Experience it for yourself. When you use promo code Bulletin, you get up to a $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. And by the way, they do have a phenomenal promo going on right now as well. Free $20 entry. Go check that out. No deposit required. $20 entry for free. Go check them out. Use the link in the description down below, and that promo code is Bulletin.
So on Anthony Edwards, it's pretty funny because it's long since been rumored that he does have a burner. And you know what? I've got to say, it's perfect. Kevin Durant was his favorite player, and we know KD also had burners. Frankly, I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty positive a lot of these guys got burner accounts for one reason or another, right? Maybe they go in there to defend themselves, or maybe they look at other NSFW stuff, whatever it is. These guys probably got burners. It's just funny when you have an account like this that everybody kind of just knew was Ant. And so today it seems like we got confirmation on that overall. I mean, look at the doggo here. The Timberwolves jersey and stuff. Look, those look like some Ant glasses right there, right? So here's a post from October 20th. Ant Edwards has a burner Instagram account called Believe That Jack that he posts on. We all know who the top dog is. Look at him missing Vando. I didn't even see that. That's great. The Wolverine was Vando there. Oh, man. Ant Edwards posted his goals for the upcoming season on his burner. This is so obvious. This at worst, this was somebody cosplaying an NBA player, but obviously this is Ant. And so this is only a talking point because earlier today, Ant Edwards, quote unquote, accidentally went live from the Believe That Jack IG page. And he's like, oh, my bad, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. That's what he says. I'm not even going to bother with it, but that's what he says. It's just a little clip. Do you actually think this is accidental or was this intentional? But either way, it does confirm that this is officially his account. I don't believe you have to press a bunch of times to go live, says one responder. How the heck is that accidental? If true, he's really following in KD's footsteps. Someone famous has a burner account. Wow. Like I said, everybody's like, that's not surprising. And we've also heard, just on a side note, something adjacent to this, that these guys will also just search their name up on these social platforms, especially like during halftime and stuff like that. One of the posts that they put on this account back on December 19th was some calls from Shea and whoever else. And he says, nah, I'm going to hit you back when the highlights finish uploading. I'm sure if we go back and track it, they probably played OKC around that time frame. So just side note story here, nothing all that serious, but it is pretty fun to talk about that. These guys, again, they're regular people. I mean, aside from the millions of dollars they're making, right? And the fancy cars and stuff. Aside from that stuff, they're regular people, right? And this is just another element to all of that. So just keep that in mind overall. If you are somebody that likes to go back and forth with these internet trolls and all that stuff, you never know. You never know who you're talking to on the other side of that, right? So, all right, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe. If you want to know more about the Kawhi Leonard situation, make sure you click on the video that we uploaded earlier today. It should be on the screen right now.